Hey Oaks, Mr. Cushing here. We're back at it with our front elevation drawing. This is where we left off last week. There is more to do, so we're going to go through that today. First thing, I have received student examples of work, so I would like to go through one today, this one here. And we would just want to look through the positives and then kind of what we can do to improve it. So first of all, some of the best positives here were the use of the toolbox, the square tool or the box tool to keep things square. If we simply draw with lines, things are not square and are not following the grid paper as closely as they could. So please stick to the box tool to keep things square. Secondly, the use of copy and paste. You can see the three windows at the top, 1, 2, and 3. They're all identical, and you're able to line them up using the axis tool, the red line, which helps to center or put things in line with others. 3, removing the perspective from your picture to turn it into a drawing, and we'll see the best example of that here with the garage roof being lowered to make room for the third window, or the window on the right here. It's very important that we can see through. If you were looking out that window from upstairs, obviously you could see out and there would not be a roof in the way. Okay, and yeah, and 4 was just to have all three windows the same, all aligned. So that's very, very good. Okay, making changes. On this drawing here, we can see that the base of the house maybe is a little bit high up. So don't get confused. We have the garage door rectangle and the base of the house rectangle. Pick simply the biggest rectangle and then lower it down. And these are some minor changes. You'll see them throughout your drawing. Look for them, make those changes. Click and release. Now you see the garage doors are too high. Select the garage door, drop down, make sure those lines touch. Keep it clean. This one as well. Excellent. Okay, next up is the left wall of the house. You can see the upper wall and the lower wall do not line up. Okay, that's because of perspective. This pillar is further out towards the street than the upper wall of the house. So let's get those lined up again. While we select it, you see it was drawn with the box tool, which is correct. And we want to get the four-sided arrow and line that up the best we can. And it might take a couple of movements, but use the grid paper until the edge of it lines up exactly where you want it. Pretty happy with that. Okay, I hit escape. Now we can see that the base of the house is also out, so we can take that, slide it over, line it up. Things are looking better. Okay, finally on here, this window may be a little small, so we're going to increase the size of it. That's quite easy to do. Select it and use your line, or use your arrow in the corner to move it the way you want. Hit escape, and things are starting to look better. One final thing that I won't do, but we can just talk about, is the upper roof slope. Maybe a little steep. Okay, it could probably be brought in a little bit, but I agree it probably wouldn't match exactly with the drawing, or the picture, sorry. If you did it, that okay, but maybe just drop this roof line down about half the difference. All right, okay. So we are moving back into our actual drawing. So this is the one we left off with, and one thing we need to figure out here is how to use the polyline tool. So here is your line tool. If we click down to select another line, we want to select the polyline tool, and there is the symbol or the graphic for it, so we know it is now selected. Okay, so we're going to select that, and we are going to use that to draw our roof here today. Okay, so find the spot you want it to start, carry up to the peak, down to where you want it to stop, and then across, and expect it to fill, but we'll change that to translucent so we can see through it. Okay, carry on again, back to polyline, and we'll draw this interior piece. Oh, sorry, didn't have it selected. Here we go. Up. There. Here and Back at it. Back to translucent. We are good. Okay, next up we want to draw in the fascia board here, which is this white board that comes across. You'll notice it steps down. The garage fascia board is above the height of the front porch fascia board. Do your best to make it same. We know it looks different because of perspective views, which we're trying to remove. Change to translucent and carry that box across. Best you can. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. You can always change it. Escape. Good to go. Okay, so next up, the dormer structure has been outlined. Now we're going to outline the window structure. Control C, Control V, and then simply bring one of those corners up and then move it if needed. Excellent. Okay, next up, the dormer roof structure itself. So we have the fascia board, the white piece there, and then the roof itself. So back to the box tool, shapes, rectangle, translucent, and bring that up. Make it work. And now we're going to move it. Okay, and the reason we're going to move it is because then we can center it and also touch it to the right spot. Okay, back to the box tool, and it's time to draw the actual roof. There's a fascia board, there's a little slope piece of the roof there. Estimate the best you can. Touch it to the right side. I'm going higher than the roof shows in the picture, but I'm estimating it based on the height of the roof, removing perspective view. Make the adjustments you need. Center it. Things are looking pretty good. Actually, I'm going to bring that side in just slightly. There, that looks better. Okay, lastly on here, what we want to do is the windows on the garage. Now my recommendation would be to zoom in, go to 200, slide across, back to the box tool, draw one window, and then use your copy and paste feature to paste the rest. Keep it simple. There's one, Control C, Control V, 3, and then I can move them across as needed. Keep that center line, lines things up. 2, 3, and 4. All right, we're going to zoom back out, go to fit, whatever that might be on your screen. Okay, things are looking good here. Lastly, what we want to do is use select all. So select one thing, hold shift, and select the rest that do not have the thicker line to it. Let's give the detail we want. And then we go to border weight, PX3, and have a look. And that's what we should. Oh, I did forget one here. Let's grab that guy. Oh, sorry. Border weight, 3px. We are good. Okay. Select the graph paper. Again. Selected. Yes, it is. We can see by the blue up here. We're going to go to adjustments, and we're going to have a look at our drawing before we finish up here. And slide it over. There's our house. There's our photo, our drawings. You can see how things line up. Make adjustments if needed. All right, I'll go back to here. Next up, I am going to delete my graph paper, and I'm going to delete my photo, and we can have a really close look at things here and see exactly how your house will look. If things don't look right, go back and make the adjustments. Okay, to get the photo and the graph paper back, Control Z once, Control Z twice, and we're back to our starting point. Okay, so what I'd like you to do for today's activity is to go back to your drawing, make the improvements, make it better, and make it look great. Please submit it with the graph paper and the photo still applied. And if you have any questions, as always, please ask. Good luck. Have fun.